Hi there, my name is Robert Nieto. I am a sophomore kinesiology major and I am applying to be a Anchors herd leader for the Hilltop Welcome Team. The first question was about entry transition experience. And for me, there's not really a lot of stuff I would change. The orientation experience itself was just so welcoming, and I literally met more people than I had ever known in high school. I mean, going to such a small high school, you don't really know too many people. But definitely the favorite parts I'd want to keep were the welcome barbecue, because I mean brisket, of course. But I mean I probably met like 4 or 5 of my best friends at that barbecue alone, just sharing a meal together. And the freshman escape retreat, that by far has been, I mean, one of the top 5 highlights of college. Period. I just met like basically all of my close friends that came from that retreat, and it was just amazing to finally take like a step toward being involved on campus, and that was just for me. But definitely with that retreat, it was more of like a. It wasn't so much as a more religious, spiritual retreat. It was more of like, welcome to college. Let's get you guys set up, and that was just definitely something that made me realize that like, well, it's time to be on my own now in a new city. But at the same time, like I'm meeting a lot of new people, finding things out about myself that I never knew before, and that was just a cool experience. And for things I'd change, the only thing I'd really change is getting involved quicker. One thing I was a little um, just resistant towards was just joining like a bunch of new clubs. I saw all my friends like joining this and that and this and that, and I was just kind of like, I don't know about that yet. I just want to get used to the flow of school. And oh, just one more thing was probably making friends faster. I kind of with that freshman group, I kind of stuck in that one little clique for a while. I didn't really expand till, I mean, basically last semester for me. I'm a sophomore now. I said that earlier, but definitely just making more friends. I mean, with a smaller campus, I think it's kind of easier to know a lot more people. I mean, you basically see the same people every day. But that was one thing I'd want to, expand my groups a little larger so that way I can get to know more people. And why I chose SEU was I actually visited 5 colleges, a couple in San Antonio, and then back home in El Paso at UTEP. Shout out to the Miners. But I chose SU number one because I mean Austin, Texas. There's really no better college town for Austin. You got music, you got food, you got more food. I mean just the culture, the atmosphere. It's awesome. Music was a huge thing. Just deciding like on a, what city kind of offered the most in terms of that. And I mean you just don't beat Austin. And it just felt like home. Like a lot of the other colleges, it felt like this huge expanding campus, and it was just like scary. Like I'd never know all the ins and outs of it. I would say in other words, like it's just real. I mean, not condensed, but it's just real small, and real just to itself. So you just kind of get to know like the ins and outs of everywhere. You get to know everyone and everything, and that was one thing that I really liked about SCU. And when I got here, I felt like I had work due. Like I felt like I had a test the next day. I felt like I had assignments due, and I mean, with that, you just kind of know like, this is a place. I mean, I was just kind of freaking out. I was like looking for a backpack, and I was like, oh, okay, well, like what's next? What do I have to do next? With like the people I was meeting. So I just kind of knew I got in like the flow of things. Like, oh, okay, like this is where I'm going to school. And for me, Hilltop Pride, the number one thing for sure is being yourself effortlessly. Like everyone here at this school just has a completely different vibe towards them, and that's just one thing I love about this campus. And it's just everyone has like just a desire to be themselves, and that's super cool. Like at a lot of bigger colleges, you see like a lot of like bigger cliques and like going to certain clubs, and everyone has their group. But here, it's just like everyone's just intermatched with everything, and that's one thing that Anchors really showcases too. Is just I mean that's because I was in it last year, but just you can go across everywhere, across every club, and I mean you're probably gonna know someone. That's the cool thing about the school. And also, it's faith in the people around you. Like, there's so many caring people at this school. All my friends are just, like, genuine caring people, and it's just a blessing to have them. And just the overall, I wrote that on the whiteboard. Vibe, just the vibe is, like everyone here just has that genuine heart. And then, everyone just has a desire to care for each other and make sure everyone's good. And that's what Hilltop Pride means to me. For the parts of the mission that resonate most with me, number one was engagement in a broader community. When you come to SEU, like they really don't. It's not that, in my opinion, it's not that kind of college that like wants to keep you here like 24/7, like always be doing something on campus, stay on campus. Like here, it's like go to class, get your work done. You have a couple meetings here, but after that, like go in Austin, go explore, go get involved. There's so many service opportunities that the school offers. And then especially with retreats, I mean I've been on like 3 retreats now, and I mean it's just all amazing just to meet new people and just kind of interact with like even areas outside of Austin. And it's just like, I mean, like I said before, like you get your work done here, you get your stuff done here, but after that it's like go eat out, go to this concert. They have giveaways for like all these concerts, all these like venues. It's awesome. And the second thing is wanting students to understand themselves, just that deeper inner, I guess, thought of who we are, like who we are as students, who we are as humans. And it's just amazing how the school can just facilitate that. Like they understand. I mean, obviously the classes are hard here, but like they understand that you're gonna have a course load, but at the same time, like they don't want you just to focus on that. They want you to grow as a person. They want you to, do service projects. They want you to experience things like outside, go hiking, go swimming, do a bunch of stuff, outdoor activities, everything. And that's probably one of my like favorite parts of that SEU mission. Just, I mean, you're not here just to suffer and just do tests. You're here to like learn about yourself and learn what you want to do in this life. And the third thing for me was taking risks. In high school, like I took not a lot of risks when it came to like joining clubs and stuff, and when it came to like joining teams. I was more on like the sports team, so I kind of just gravitated to sports, and I mean that's where I stayed around. But here, when you come to SCU, it's like you have your friends that are like, nah, do this, oh, do this, like go apply for this, go apply for that, and it's just super cool to see like everyone just wants you to take that risk. And it's not just joining clubs; it's like forming relationships, like just, I mean, hanging out with your friends, just doing things around like in your Austin area in general. It's just like take that risk, like ask someone to go do something, ask people if you want to study, like apply for this position. It's just awesome to see how everyone here just is slowly developing that like oh no, I'm gonna go for it, because that's one thing that like my school fosters is like, nah, like having that confidence and understanding yourself to be like, I'm gonna apply for this and I'm gonna get it. And those are the 4 questions that are on this little application thing. But for me, I would just want to add that, I mean, I think it'd be super cool to be an Anchors leader. Like, my Anchors leader last year, she was just so caring. And she just really kind of, like, it was like, it's basically like we had like another mom. I don't know if that sounds kind of weird, but it's basically like she was just guiding us. And she just told us about like what St. Edward's is about. And basically, like, the whole it's not just a school that's known for its academics. Like, once you get here, once you're in the community, just, like, how beautiful it can be. And definitely think, like, when I go back to the whole music thing, that's one thing that this school, like, everyone has their music down. Like, everyone's into a different kind, and it's just super cool to blend that together. And I know it's a little off topic, but that's one thing that kind of blends it for me. But, yeah, thank you guys. Laters.